on blocks or pieces of wood or on the floor. Our libraries in most secondary schools in the East then were either looted or burnt to the ground. Not far from us was an equally renowned girls' secondary school, Queen's School in Nwodo. Queen's School was, before the war, a very reputable girls' secondary school competing with Catholic girls' school at Onitsha, named Queen of the Rosary College, Onitsha. In 1970, Queen's School classrooms, students sat on mats, the same mats they slept with at night in their dormitories. Their laboratories were either destroyed or looted. One day, news spread that the governor of Midwestern region, a very obedient soldier, Governor Sam Obemudia, was visiting. His visit was flashy and short. But after he left, he sent his Commissioner for Education, Chief Edwin Clark, to East Central State. Chief Clark visited Queen's School, and a few students from other reputable schools in Enugu were asked to join the Queen's School to receive him. I was lucky to be one of those drafted from College of Immaculate Conception to receive him. Chief Clark brought with him lorry loads of science equipment in physics, chemistry, and biology, as well as chairs for classrooms in Queen's School. As he spoke, he was laden with a heavy heart and a solemn voice, which beheld the devastation in our schools. Listening to him, I had a very heavy heart too. I was stunned by the empathy of this British trained lawyer, this Commissioner of Education from the Midwest, who, in spite of being in the Nigerian side during the war, was moved by our deprivation and near hopeless situation. He promised to come back with more equipment, and he did. After this, I met him again in the University of Ibadan. At the end of the war, I enrolled in the Ministry of Nwodo after a competitive entrance exam in which our results were published in daily times, so there was no opportunity to lobby. Then I had just been elected president of Students' Union at that university, a Biafran soldier, a development which stunned many, but endeared me to Yorubas of Nigeria ever since, because they had the majority of students. Here I was, an ex-Biafran soldier, 3 years after the war, elected to this position. The union voted for me massively against my opponent, Baji Adeworo. The union passed a revolution that General Gowon, our then head of state, Chief Clark's boss at the time, must go, and mounted a demonstration that saw many of our students in Lagos to press home our case of my political life. Even in the last 10 years, Chief Clark would receive me in his bedroom when he was too tired to come downstairs. When I became President General of Ohanaeze, he promised, along with many others, in the Southern and Middle Belt Leadership Forum, which he championed, not only the interest of our areas, but by its existence, introduced a machinery for equity, balance, and mutual understanding in Nigeria's politics. Whenever we had a meeting, he would always insist that I sat by his left. I can't thank you enough, the galaxy of personalities who have come here to pay honor to him. I don't intend to bore you with a long speech, but before I resume my seat, let me remind you all that a great lover of Nigeria is gone. A forthright and indefatigable champion of true democracy, equal rights, and promotion of excellence has bowed after a great service. Before I resumed my seat, I said, I thank you for coming. Coming from a massively gifted family of intellectuals from all fields of learning, I have no doubt that another Chief Edwin Clark will emerge from this family sooner than later. I am also sure that many of us here will, in the balance of our lives, strive to keep his struggles for the redemption of our country alive. And by the grace of God, achieve the dreams of our founding fathers for a country of bountiful opportunities, an exemplary citadel for peace, progress, and justice. President Jonathan, I thank you for your advocacy in recent times. General Gowon, I'm expecting you to speak. The people of Nigeria are looking for a father, a courageous father who can speak truth to power. So was Chief Edwin Clark. No greater tribute can be paid to him than to make sure that we do not leave our country void of people of his characteristics. Thank you for your kind attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, please a better round of applause for Chief John Nwodo. Very well spoken, very well spoken. At this point, without much ado, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please, we would go straight to the memorial lecture. And of course, our keynote address will be done by our own Professor Mike Ozekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, with the title Quest for Unity, Equity, and Justice in Nigeria. Shall the labor of our heroes past be in vain? But before our keynote speaker would come, we'd like to have his citation. Please may I invite our keynote speaker to come for his keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Professor Mike Ozekome, SAN. Mr. Chairman,